My name is Emma and I am the owner of this Kawaii Life. And this Kawaii Life pretty much is making laser cut acrylic jewelry at the moment. So I initially started the brand with a different idea in mind and then found out the joys that is laser cutting, and it's grown from there. So I've been selling laser cut acrylic jewelry for a year and a half now, and my initial focus was conventions, pop culture conventions especially. And since pandemic, I haven't been able to do them much at all this year, which sucks, but I then had to focus more on online. So how do I laser cut? So I have my own laser cutter now here at home in the garage. It's not a typical domestic machine. It is heavily modified by my dad to make it safer and run more efficiently. And so it's not like something I can just chuck up in an Amazon affiliate link and say, I got this one, and this is the settings that I use, because unfortunately every machine is going to be different. The machine that I have, because it is heavily modified, will be different even if you get the same looking one that I have. So machine wise, it's always fun. Vector wise, anyone can pretty much make any vectors. Inkscape is a completely free graphic design program that does do quite a lot of heavily focused on vector images. So you can use Inkscape. I don't use Inkscape, I use Affinity Designer, which is a one-time purchase program. But Affinity Designer I use for my photo editing and my vector creating. All of my graphics, everything for my business, I use Affinity Designer. But anyway, so that is the design program that I use, that you will see me using on my computer. And once I do a design, whatever it is, then I need to figure out what are going to be cut lines, what are going to be fill lines, and any of those other aspects from doing that. And once I have that file, you export it as an SVG, which is scaled vector graphic, I want to say. And an SVG means that it is the right file format, pretty much just remembering all those paths essentially. And then you can import that into the laser cutting program that I use, which is not going to be compatible with all laser cutters, is called Lightburn. And that is another one, you just buy it once and then it's yours. Hooray! It's very affordable. It's like 50 or 80 bucks or something like that. And then you get all the updates, which is great. So that is the program that I use for turning the SVG into the laser cutting file to send to my laser cutter. So in that particular program, I will be making sure that all the lines and the fills are at the right setting, they're all the right color, they're all lined up with where that is going to be on the sheet. And then I send that file to the laser cutter, and then I start the laser cutter. So when it comes to speeds and laser power, everything like that, each machine is going to be different, and that is a lot of trial and error, a lot of learning the best ways and tinkering and figuring it all out. And once you have those in place, then it is much easier to go from there. So that's essentially the software and the hardware side of what I do in a very kind of blanket term, but you can kind of see some of the process in that side of things. So once stuff is cut, because I specialize more in the jewelry, it is a lot more what more people will be familiar with. That was a very convoluted sentence. Anyway, so once you have the laser cut acrylic, then you can start, if it's a multi-layer design, you can start gluing it all together. If you have color fill, then you can start painting your color fill. And or if it's ready to go, then you can start putting on your findings and Bob's your uncle. So yeah, so it's fun. It is really fun. The results that you can get are really quite good, and the more that you experiment and the more you push your own comfort and you push your boundaries, then you can actually really find your own style and figure out your way of designing with laser cut acrylic. And I do a lot of acrylic. There is quite a lot of people who do wood, laser cut wood. I just happened upon acrylic straight away and just fell in love with it. I haven't really done too much woodwork. I probably should. It's on the list of things to experiment with, but that's yet again a lot of tinkering. I need to have a look at what the laser power, the laser speed, everything like that on wood, because it's going to be completely different to plastic. And yeah, it's another hurdle I don't have time to do right now. So right now in my business, I'm working on what I call my Pokemon project, which is the original 151 Pokemon as earrings, keyring, necklace, and what I'm calling a badge. So 151 times 4, so that's over 600 items. And I do 2 photos of each at a minimum on my website. Oh my gosh. So yes, it is a lot of work. So I've done my first release, which was 1/236. So it's Bulbasaur to Clefable. And I'm working on my second release at the moment, which is, I think it's Zubat to, I think it's Zubat. Is it Zubat? I have my list right here. Oh no, sorry, Vulpix. Vulpix onwards. I don't really know quite where I'm going to cut it off, but I think it'll be after Tentacruel at this point. So this may change, but that is what I'm working, my big project that I'm working on at the moment. And then every day at the moment I am doing I'm doing an Animal Crossing villager brooch. So every day I'm designing, cutting, constructing an Animal Crossing villager. And this is what I have been working on today. So this is all that I have left. I did do a lot this morning. Hello, baby. I packaged up these guys. So Willow and Wolfgang, I have to edit the photos for. Ninetales, Psyduck, and then the Oddish Gloom and Vileplume. So I packaged those guys this morning. I had to put findings on them and stuff as well. But anyway, that's what I did this morning. Alright, so now it's 1:45, so I just spent a couple of hours doing some photo editing, which feels like my life. It's just being on the computer editing things. So, but that's what happens when I'm making so many new products every day. A lot of my time is being spent creating the one-offs, which is the photos, putting the listings on a website, trial and error and stuff as well. So making the Lightburn file, the SVG file, because of all of these new products all the time. A lot of my time is being sunk up by doing these one-off tasks. It's always a struggle for me in the afternoons because I wake up so early in the morning. By the time 1:30 to 2:30 rolls around, it's pretty much my 3:30 hiatus. My brain has just been doing things all day that it just hits a point where it's like, no, that's enough. So I've got to push through it and just kind of align my day in a way that I'm not doing high level thinking in the afternoon, because that's not going to go well. Anyway, so this afternoon, what else do I have on my list? Oh, I do have some designing to do, so I might actually do that so I knock something off that list. So that's a Victreebel. Victreebel? Anyway, that guy, that Pokemon, I need to do the vector file for him, so I may as well record me doing that to share that part of my day. And yeah, that's about it on my list. Woohoo! Good morning. So it is Saturday and it is 5:54 in the morning. So I've had a shower, I've got ready. I did some work already this morning. I peeled the Zubats and the one single Golbat that I did yesterday. And I also packaged up Phil, and what else did I do this morning, Elroy? He's right down here beside me staring at me again. Something, but it's gone. Anyway, so hello baby. But yeah, other than that, I'm about to go make myself some breakfast. Oh, is that what you want? You want some nana? Yeah. So I'm gonna go make some breakfast, catch up on the news, and then start my workday. What an excitement and stuff. Yeah. All right. You ready? What do you have? You got hair in your eye. All right. We're going. Alright, so I have done that colour filling. I did the washing. What fun. I finished my cup of tea. And now... Oh, and I've done that order. So that order is packed up and ready to go. I did something else. I'm very good at forgetting everything that I do. Oh golly. So I need to design Peaches, who it is her birthday today. And I've also got to do the next designs on my list, which I believe are Tentacool and Tentacruel. Yes, Tentacool and Tentacruel. And then, after I do those two, I believe that's going to be all the designing I need to do for my next release. Maybe. Unless I decide to do more. Which is entirely possible. Other than that, I haven't taken any photos yet, but I do, once I get these other guys constructed, I'm going to need to photograph them today. And I haven't put any of my other villagers online yet. Okay, and hi. So it is now Sunday. I ended up spending quite a lot of the day with my husband yesterday, so he got home from his night away and then we just kind of chilled. I had to do a little bit of business work and I proceeded to decide to do streaming, which I was contemplating doing for a while now anyway. So I did a lot of work on getting that all set up, and I'm about to give it a crack now, which is scary because I probably won't have anyone watching it, but that's fine. But it's more the fact that I'm putting myself out there in a way that I'm not used to. So this streaming is done. So I did 2 sessions. I did one in the morning and one in the afternoon. Hey, Robby. Now I have a coffee. Quite amazing. As much as it's not. So I'm an introvert, and as much as really isn't physically people, I still feel tired. So much more used to just sitting at home and not trying to interact or entertain or be outgoing. But yes. But anyway, I'm gonna try and keep it up. Try and build a following there. And yeah, so other than that, I might actually get all this footage that I've got over the past couple of days and edit that, and maybe upload on YouTube. Been very neglected as well lately. But life gets in the way. Anyway, so I'm gonna end the vlog here. Thank you very much for watching it all the way through. If you are interested in either catching streams, following me on Instagram, checking out my store, like, go for it. All the links, I will have to remember to actually put them in my description. All these things I need to do. So much. Anyway, that is life. So yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you guys all again soon. Bye.